Well, the Iron Studios anniversary sale is officially over, and if you didn't take full advantage, then have no fear because I did it for you. Well, that is, except for one. I did allow one to slip through my fingers. I think you know the one I'm talking about. Yeah, that little guy. Well, let's be fair. That big guy. Yeah, he was just out of my price range that I'm kind of comfortable spending on a piece, but he will be mine someday. But enough dwelling on that, because we are here to take a look at the Golden Trio by Iron Studios, so stick around. Hey there everyone, my name's Perry and welcome to the Potter Addict. Well, like I said guys, that anniversary sale was just too good to pass up, and I did manage to pick up all but one of the Iron Studios pieces that I was missing to complete my Harry Potter collection. So I am very eager to break into these and eager for the new ones that are coming out. And in case you guys didn't know, they have a Snape. They have a deluxe and a regular version. They have a Hermione sitting on the bathroom floor concocting her potion, deluxe and regular version. They have a Dementors flying above or floating above the Hogwarts castle. And then they have the Dumbledore. And that one also comes in a deluxe or regular version. I pre-ordered that deluxe version because you guys all know my weakness for Dumbledore. So I will definitely have it. And I know that there's some people who say it looks like a cross between Dumbledore and the guy from Lord of the Rings. It's drawn a complete blank, Gandalf. And I can kind of see the little Ian McGellen in his face, but at the same time, it's Dumbledore. Gotta have it. The Office looks spectacular. I absolutely love that piece. Cannot wait for it to release so that I can get a hold of it. So, without further ado, guys, we'll start off with Hermione. We got our Sword of Gryffindor here. Let's break into this. Now, I will tell you that here's the one flaw with this particular item. This guy is not sharp. He is definitely a letter opener. There are some times where it's a little bit of a struggle to get through some of the thicker tapes, like when the tapes overlap each other. But still manages to get through, so it's not too bad. But I absolutely love that piece. And let's pull her out. Nothing else in there that we need. Strip this off. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I have been eyeing these pieces for quite some time. I absolutely love them because they're fantastic in the fact that you can buy them individually. So if you only want Hermione or Ron or Harry, you can do that. But the nice part is, if you look at these, their bases are part of a three-piece circle that comes together to form one big piece. And I was a sucker for that the moment I saw it. I knew that I was going to end up having that one. So very eager to take a look at these individually and then put them all together and see what they look like as a whole. So I already know where these are going. These are going to go, I guess, what I've now deemed the Iron Studios section of my collection over there, because I've got Hagrid and I've got Ron on the chest piece over there, and and then these guys are going to fit in there very, very nicely. So, okay. Oh, this is actually smaller than what I was expecting. I don't know why I was expecting something a little bit bigger than this, but they did a fantastic job on her. She looks amazing. Let me get the base out here, and there we go. And we will pop her in her little perch here. So, okay. I see what they did. So here's your, let's get this out of the way, and let's take a look at Hermione Granger. Now, if you look at Hermione, I absolutely love the bangs that they gave her and her expression on her face as she's clutching more books than she possibly should be carrying. But I love that on the base. If you look at this, on the base, they give her the ability to move around, so you can kind of pivot her and move, so that I'm sure that the reason they did that is so that when you bring all three pieces together, you can kind of snugly move them around so they kind of fit well together. So that's just my assumption, but I don't know. I could be wrong, but absolutely adorable piece. I love that. I don't honestly like it by itself. I feel like it looks awkward on that little pie shape of a base. I don't like it by itself. So I'm really glad I picked up all three, because I think by itself it just looks like it's missing something. So without having that finished round base like most of the statues give with their statues. So let's see here. So now we're going with Harry Potter, and Harry is one where I honestly, it's one of those things that they happens from time to time. They gave the effect on the website of his wand being lit up. So I actually thought that he had a light up wand on this one, but it does not come lit up. So or with the ability to light it up. So that was, I mean, not disappointing, but I just thought it was a cool little extra feature that they were giving him, but it didn't turn out that way. Well, it's okay. It's all right. Now they do, and this is something that just came to my attention the other day. One of those things as a collector you're like, you get so angry about, but Gentle Giant's busts, right? We all know my love for Gentle Giant busts, right? It's my favorite part of my collection. But Gentle Giant makes two different Harry Potter busts that there are two versions of. There's a light up version where one has a wand that lights up, and then there's another version where he's holding the prophecy orb, and the orb lights up. Didn't know this. Did not know this. This was all news to me. I thought I was in the complete know when it came to all things Gentle Giant, but I was not aware of that. So I currently have, I've got my eye out for both of those pieces that light up, and they're not a priority. I have other pieces that are far higher on my want list than that particular piece, or either of those pieces. But at the same time, I would like to add them just so I can have a complete set. What's in here? Okay, so I think he's got, this looks like a wand, yes, and that's the only thing in there. Okay, and then let's get Harry out. And Harry is neatly wrapped in here. He looks good, and we'll give him his little wand. Actually, let's put him on his base first so that he can stand upright. There we go. We'll pop him in here like this. There we go. Slide him that way. And let's open up his wand. Oh, there we go. It comes right out over here. All right. And we've got, oh man, that is a very delicate little wand. Man, you got to be careful with that, guys. Do not get overzealous with that particular piece, because you will snap that very easily, but it does slide into his hand like an absolute glove. So no worries there. And let's take a look at Harry Potter. So this Harry is a fantastic version of Harry. He's just a little bit different than some of the other ones that I have. His face is a little bit more, I think rounded is the word I'm looking for. He's got a little bit more puff to his cheeks. He's got those little tiny rimmed glasses on. I love his uniform and his robes that are just hanging. I love the clutch on his wand. I mean, it looks absolutely phenomenal, and I feel like they did a fantastic job on him. The only thing that I'm really surprised about is that they've got his hair parted right where the scar would be, but there is no scar. So they don't really show the scar on this one, which again is one of those signature things, right? I mean, most of the time they always try and incorporate somehow, some way on a Harry Potter figure. And it's surprising that with the level of detail on this that they don't have it on there. So, but again, still nothing short of an amazing figure. I absolutely love him. I think he's a great addition. I cannot wait to see him in scale next to Hagrid because they're supposed to be the the same scale. So just to get a kind of an idea on how they're supposed to be size wise, because if you look at like the UNESCO statues, and you look at the Funkos and everything else, obviously it's all kind of different, and they don't have pieces where they say that the UNESCO's, I don't think they say what scale they actually are. So like my big Hagrid that's back there that you currently can't see because the box is blocking him, the Hagrid that's back there, I don't have the Ron, Harry, and Hermione pieces from the UNESCO, so I don't know if the scale is on par with each other. So I don't know if they line up and they would be the size that they are supposed to be in comparison to Hagrid. So these, on the other hand, I know that they are because they are all the 1/10 art scale. So that I know for a fact that this is how they're supposed to be size-wise in the movies to each other. So now, this is our last one, guys. And again, I am not sad that I am very close to completing this collection because, again, they've got four new ones, mind you, coming out, and they're not the cheapest. Iron Studio is not an inexpensive brand to collect. They are fantastic and well worth the money, in my opinion. Whether you're paying full price or you're paying sale price, I honestly don't think that there's a wrong price to pay for these because they are phenomenal. Now, I will tell you that at the sale price for that Voldemort and Nagini one, I mean, it was still like $8.50, which is just above my comfort zone, guys. I mean, and it's not just, let's be honest, it's a few $100s above my comfort zone. I think my like threshold is like that 500 for a single piece, and it's got to be a pretty decent sized piece, and which that one is. I mean, it's a huge piece, but 500 is honestly we'll call it my sweet spot, and going above that is really hard for me to do. I just can't seem to pull the trigger on spending more than that for an individual piece. Here we go. Let's go right here. But someday, I know that I'm going to have to get over that if I want to add that piece to my collection. It's not a piece that's probably going to ever be available in mint condition for $500. It's just too big. It's just too detailed. It's just too amazing. I mean, it really is, guys. So to me, I know that I'm going to have to get past that someday. It's just I need to get to that point before I can do it. So hopefully it'll still be available. It'll still be one of those ones that are out there and I could pick up. Otherwise, you know how that goes. You got to get it from a third party, and that third party is going to typically charge you, especially for a limited edition piece of that scale, it's going to probably charge you an arm and a leg. So that's the part that makes me cringe. It's like, could you want to spend that money now, or do you want to spend more later? I don't want to spend more later, but I don't want to spend it now either. So it's the conundrum of a collector, right? So, and then we've got Ron. We'll pop Ron on his base, and then Ron also has a little wand. And I think if I remember right from, oh wait, he's got more than just a wand. There's two pieces in here. I've got, he's got how cool is that? A little tiny every flavor bean box. I absolutely love that. That would explain the hand here and why it's in that shape. Let me get this sucker in here. Boy, that's a little nerve-wracking because his hand, I don't want to break off a finger, but man, it looks like it's supposed to sit in here, but it does, at the same time, doesn't fit in there that great, where I feel like I'm going to break his thumb off. So we're going to hold off on that one until I can look at the box. In fact, actually, here, let's look at the box a little bit more. Yeah, he's definitely gripping that every flavor bean, but man, does that make me nervous. Makes me super nervous. I feel like I'm going to break a digit off, and that would be absolutely heartbreaking to have that happen. I do not want that to happen. His wand goes right in this hand here. Let's pull him off his base for a quick second, just because that wand sits in here at a weird, funky angle. It goes right in here. Boy, it is not easy to get this one in. This one's a weird angle for the wand. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. You just have to get it just right. Him holding his broken wand. That looks fantastic. And we may have a heartbreaking moment here, but I'm going to give this a shot because I want it to be in. Oh no, there it is. There it is. It wasn't as hard as I thought, but it was a little scary. I'm not going to lie. All right, and then Ron, honestly, like all the other ones kind of face their edge. You can't do that with Ron because of the way he is. So let's take a look at Ron. So Ron is my favorite of the three. He definitely is, with his broken wand, his box of every flavored beans, scabbers on his shoulder. I mean, the just the kind of look on his face. I think they really nailed Ron. The facial features, the hair, just his attire. I think he is by far my favorite. I would actually have to say that if you look at all three of these, Ron, Hermione, and then Harry. Harry is my least favorite. I mean, still, I love all three of them. Don't get me wrong, guys, but my least favorite of the three, and Ron is definitely my favorite. So, and then let's see here, and then we go. Let's see. I'm trying to see how we do this. Maybe it's actually. I think does the box show you all three of them put together? No, it does not. So we're just going to slide all of them in here. And oh, that's pretty good right there. Right there is pretty good. And we can maneuver Hermione around a little bit. Maybe turn her in. There's Ron. Can we angle Ron a little bit better? No, because he's got the beans in his hand. So I think that is honestly, guys, our picture here. I mean, and if you look at this, we'll do a quick spin around so you can see. I mean, it's absolutely phenomenal. I think they did an amazing job. The only thing I'm noticing now that I see all three of them together is that Hermione's base is off in color. Her tile on her floor doesn't match in color to the other two. Ron and Harry's are spot on. They look identical, but hers does not. So, and let me see, I just want to see if there's no, it definitely looks like this is the way that they're supposed to go. Because otherwise Ron's staring behind them. I think it is supposed to go just like this with Hermione on this. Oh, there's a magnet in them. Oh, nice touch, guys. Nice touch. I didn't see that, but once you get them close, they just kind of pop together. They pop together so that you know that that's right. So yeah, so there it is. That is absolutely correct. So there's all three of the trio together, ready for whatever life throws at them. And I think that little position there is the best they're going to get. But guys, I mean, give me your thoughts on this. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you feel. I don't know if you're a fan of Iron Studios. I don't know if you're a fan of this piece. Honestly, when I first saw this piece, the only reason I didn't jump on it was Harry. Harry just looks slightly off to me. I don't know. Give me your opinions below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. That was the only reason I hesitated originally from picking this one up first, because there are some of the less expensive ones that Iron Studios has to offer. But I love Hagrid. Hagrid is by far not my favorite. My favorite is Harry and Buckbeak up there. I mean, that piece is just an amazing showstopper of a piece, guys. I mean, I literally don't have anything in my collection that is just that amazing. The water element underneath as he's dragging his foot, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. But Hagrid is fantastic. Ron on the chess piece, fantastic. You've got Harry and Voldemort battling it out back there, amazing pieces. They do great work, guys, and the new ones that are coming out will definitely be seen here. You will catch them here. I will be picking all of them up because I don't want to miss any of their pieces, because once they sell out, I mean, they're discontinued and then you can't get them, and they're so hard to track down, and then you have what I call collector's regret. Why didn't I pick up that piece? Why? But I mean, honestly, guys, there's just so many amazing things out there that you can collect for the world of Harry Potter that sometimes it's just overwhelming. It really is. So you got to kind of pick and choose and figure out what piece you can't live without. Unfortunately, as I look around, it seems to be a lot of pieces. So hopefully your willpower is a little bit stronger than mine. But that is all I've got, guys. I hope that you really enjoyed this piece. Because like I said, I mean, I know that not everybody could jump on that sale. It was an amazing sale. I know they'll come up again. They did a sale back in April. And that's when I picked up Buckbeak and Hagrid. And it was a great sale. So they'll do it again. So if you're waiting, you know, or you couldn't do it this time, wait till the next time. I mean, you got to be patient, but you run the risk of missing out completely. Because I will tell you that he's no longer available. Harry's sold out completely. I mean, so he's no longer available on their website. I thought there was one other one that's sold out as well, but this is the only one that's coming to mind right now. So we're at that point, guys. You got to do me a favor. Please click that subscribe button. Click that bell notification. Give me a thumbs up. And please, please, please check me out on Instagram, because I will absolutely show you guys these over there. I will do something fun that I'll probably bring over like I always do, you know. And I'm working on branching into one other social media outlet, just because everybody says, why aren't you there? You know, you should really post your stuff there. TikTok is coming. TikTok is a work in progress. I've posted a few things there, just not consistently, and it's just too much, you know, right this second with muggle jobs and kids and everything else. It just seems to get a little overwhelming at times. So I'm going to get a little help and hopefully get a little bit more visibility out there for you guys. So, but that is all I've got for you guys. So thank you very, very much for joining me for yet another magical moment. And until next time, all you wizards and muggles alike, keep it magical.